The aviation industry's 2050 decarbonisation targets imply an enormous scale-up of alternative fuel use, perhaps requiring a 100% transition to alternative aviation fuel. That's a lot of fuel, and the alternative aviation fuel industry barely exists yet, with only heifer fuels from vegetable oil being produced at commercial scale, while biomass to liquids and power to liquids technologies are still looking for investment. In the short term, heifer from vegetable oil looks like the easiest and lowest cost option. But while projects do exist focused on non-food oils, the easiest way to increase volume would be to convert lower cost vegetable oils like palm and soy oil. Indonesia has even set national targets for palm oil aviation fuel use. In 2 recent reports for the Rainforest Foundation Norway, I looked at the potential consequences of relying on heifer fuels to achieve levels of alternative aviation fuel production consistent with stated targets. Expansion of palm and soy oil production is still strongly associated with deforestation, and in the case of palm, also peat loss. If recent deforestation trends continue, delivering volumes of heifer consistent with ICAO modelling of the trajectory to 100% alternative jet fuel in 2050 could lead to an extra 3 million hectares of deforestation by 2030, and 5 gigatons of land use change emissions from forest and peat destruction, potentially outweighing the climate benefit of reduced fossil fuel consumption. This would also impact food markets, including goals for on-road biofuels, up to 3 times more demand increase between now and 2030 than is assumed by the OECD FAO Outlook, in analysis that already predicts increasing prices to food consumers. Worst of all, because there's no real prospect of delivering enough vegetable oil to meet more than a fraction of 2050 targets, deploying heifer capacity in the short term is the wrong choice for the long term. The industry should commit to developing biomass and power to liquids technologies that have the potential to be truly scalable